Are you one of the millions of Americans relying on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits? Well, grab a pen and paper, because I've got breaking news that could mean an extra $2,500 in your bank account today. That's right, thousands of beneficiaries are seeing these special direct payments hit their accounts right now. But there's a catch. You need to confirm your eligibility immediately. I've spent the last 72 hours researching exactly who qualifies and how to make sure you don't miss out on these funds that could help with rising costs. Stay with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about these payments, who's eligible, and the exact steps to confirm your payment status right now. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you checked your bank account today? Have you received any communication from the Social Security Administration lately? If not, don't worry. I'm going to explain exactly what's happening with these payments and why some people might be seeing them before others. This information is time-sensitive, so I recommend watching this entire video to make sure you don't miss any crucial details that could affect your benefits. Let's start with the basics. These $2,500 direct payments are part of a special adjustment program designed to help Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients deal with the ongoing economic challenges many Americans are facing. With inflation affecting everything from groceries to utilities, these payments are intended to provide some immediate financial relief to those who need it most. But here's what you need to understand. These payments aren't going to everyone automatically. There are specific eligibility requirements that you need to meet, and in some cases, you might need to take action to confirm your information. Now, I want to be completely transparent with you. Not every Social Security recipient will qualify for the full $2,500 amount. The exact amount you may receive depends on several factors, including your current benefit level, how long you've been receiving benefits, and whether you fall into certain special categories that I'll explain in just a moment. Some beneficiaries might receive the full $2,500, while others might receive a portion of this amount. That's why it's so important to verify your specific situation, rather than just waiting and hoping for a deposit. You might be wondering, why is this happening now? Well, this distribution is tied to recent legislative changes that authorized additional support for benefit recipients. The Social Security Administration has been working to implement these changes as quickly as possible, which is why many beneficiaries are seeing these funds arrive today. However, the distribution schedule is staggered, which means that while some people are receiving payments today, others might see them appear over the next few days or weeks. Now, let's talk about who qualifies for these payments. First and foremost, you need to be a current recipient of Social Security retirement benefits, Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. But beyond that basic requirement, there are several additional factors that determine your eligibility. For instance, individuals who have been receiving benefits for at least 12 consecutive months may be prioritized in the first wave of payments. Additionally, those with lower overall benefit amounts may qualify for larger supplemental payments as part of this program. Another important eligibility factor involves your income level and living situation. Recipients who are considered low income according to federal guidelines may receive priority for these payments. Similarly, individuals with dependent children or those who serve as caregivers for disabled family members might qualify for enhanced payment amounts. The program also takes into account geographic factors, with residents of areas with higher costs of living potentially eligible for adjusted payment amounts. Have you updated your contact information with the Social Security Administration recently? This is crucial because much of the eligibility verification process relies on having accurate contact details on file. If the SSA has tried to reach you about these payments but couldn't get through because of outdated information, you could miss out entirely. That's why I strongly recommend verifying that all your information is current in their system. Let me address a question many of you probably have right now. Is this related to the annual cost of living adjustment, COLA? The answer is no. This is separate from the regular COLA increases that typically occur at the beginning of each year. These $2,500 payments are part of a distinct supplemental program specifically designed to provide immediate economic relief rather than a permanent increase to your monthly benefits. Think of it as a one-time boost to help with current financial pressures. Now, here's something extremely important that you need to know. Unlike some previous benefit adjustments, these payments won't necessarily appear with a special notation in your bank account. Many recipients report seeing them simply labeled as SSDIs or something similar to their regular benefit deposits. This means you'll need to pay close attention to the actual amount deposited and compare it to your regular payment amount to identify if you've received this supplemental payment. I've been hearing from viewers who have already received these payments, and many are sharing how they plan to use these funds. Some are catching up on overdue bills. Others are making necessary home repairs they've been putting off, and still others are building up their emergency funds. Have you thought about how an extra $2,500 would help in your specific situation? Whatever your needs, these funds are designed to provide flexibility during challenging economic times. Now, let's talk about what you need to do right now to confirm your payment status. The fastest and most reliable way to check if you're scheduled to receive a payment is through your My Social Security account online. If you haven't set one up yet, I highly recommend doing so immediately. It only takes a few minutes and provides secure access to all your benefit information. Once logged in, look for any messages or alerts regarding supplemental payments in your notification center. If you're not comfortable using the online system, you can also call the Social Security Administration directly at their main number. However, be prepared for potentially long wait times, as many beneficiaries are calling with the same questions about these payments. Having your Social Security number and other identifying information ready before you call can help speed up the verification process. Some recipients have reported success reaching representatives early in the morning or later in the afternoon, when call volumes tend to be lower. Another verification method involves checking with your bank directly. Some financial institutions receive advance notification of pending government deposits and may be able to confirm if there's an incoming payment scheduled for your account. This can be particularly helpful if you're set up for direct deposit, which is how the vast majority of these $2,500 payments are being distributed. Now, what if you check all these sources and don't see any indication that you're scheduled to receive a payment? Don't panic. As I mentioned earlier, these payments are being distributed on a staggered schedule. Some beneficiaries might not receive their payments for several more days or even weeks. However, if you believe you meet the eligibility requirements I outlined earlier and still haven't received any information after a couple of weeks, that would be the appropriate time to contact the SSA directly for clarification. I want to address another common question. Do I need to pay this money back? The answer is no. These are not loans or advances on future benefits. These supplemental payments are being provided as direct economic assistance and don't need to be repaid. However, depending on your overall income situation, there could be tax implications for some recipients. If you have concerns about how this might affect your tax situation, I recommend consulting with a tax professional who can provide guidance specific to your circumstances. Let me ask you this. Have you received any suspicious communications claiming to be about these payments? Unfortunately, whenever there are new benefit programs, scammers try to take advantage of the situation. It's absolutely crucial that you understand that the Social Security Administration will never ask you to pay a fee to receive these funds. They will also never ask for sensitive information like your full Social Security number, bank account details, or credit card information via email, text message, or unsolicited phone calls. If anyone contacts you claiming you need to pay something or provide personal information to unlock your payment, that's a clear sign of a scam.